Well, hello. I thought I'd share a little story. Short story because I'm about to run out of battery on my phone. And how else, what better way to finish up with a dead battery? Scary story. How about a scary story? And I'm shuffling my tarot cards. So the story goes, and this is a true story. I was on my way from Yellowstone National Park to Sheridan, Wyoming. And it was already late when I had left Yellowstone. Beautiful drive. And the night kept getting darker and darker, and I was the only one really on the road. I had the road to myself. And I could tell that it was like the scenery around me was vast, but pretty soon I started coming into some foresty areas, and it was so dark and nobody around, so I was already feeling a little bit on the spooky side. And I came into this very small town, nobody around, one road, and there was a stoplight, so I stopped at the stoplight, and out of nowhere, this big white truck like pulls in right next to me at the stoplight, and I instantly got kind of creeped out because there was nobody around. And they started kind of revving up their engine a little bit, and I was like, am I making this up? So I'm like, just look forward, straight forward, don't even look at them. Anyway, so it felt like an eternity. The light finally turned green, and the white truck like sped out in front of me, like ridiculous. There was no reason for that. No reason for this big white truck at 11 o'clock at night to do that, right? So I get more creeped out, but I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna mind my own business, just stay on the road. And it's, again, like very curvy through thick forest, just me on the road. And suddenly the road got straight, and my headlights, all of a sudden I see coming, up on the road, I see this big mound of like fur, like there was this big animal laying in the middle of the road. And I couldn't tell what it was initially. I slowed down really fast, and it had, I could see like four like skinny legs, a huge body. So I figured that looks like a deer at first, and I was like, wait a minute, that's way too big to be a deer. It's got to be an elk. And how big and massive their body was, I want to say it was a mama elk who was pregnant, and she was twitching. So really, really, really awful, right? It was like dying mother in the middle of the road in the darkness. So I one of those few times that I wish that I had like a firearm to put an animal down who's suffering. But nonetheless, I kept going because, again, I'm alone in my car. And about 500 yards down the road, a smaller baby elk was jumped out in front of me. And again, I slammed on my brakes, had to swerve a bit to keep from hitting them. And it was probably a year-old elk. They had their little antlers, but it was definitely small, scared. I really felt really bad for that elk that just lost their mom. And the road again started getting curvy and windy through forest. And I came out, I believe I must have hit some kind of summit because there were like signs that said viewpoint. And just then I see this red moon, a red half moon, like coming up from behind the mountains. Why it was red? Probably because of some forest fires somewhere, but it made the night even more creepy. About 20 minutes later, I come into another small town. And as I'm coming into this town, the only other like light on in the town is a big white truck off on the side of the road. This time they had one of their headlights not working. And I was going slow, and I definitely checked them out because I'm pretty sure that was the same white truck that sped, past me in the town before. And they had been the one that hit the mama elk and left her there. Super creepy. I was on the road to the Sundance, and when you're on the road to the Sundance, there are some things that happen on the way there and on the way back. So on the way back from the Sundance, you kind of get like the veil between this world and the next. It's pretty thin. And so after a Sundance, you're kind of plugged into your intuition big time. So I'm like rock hounding at the headwaters of the Missouri, and I pulled out some rocks, and I wanted to share one with you all. It's kind of creepy to kind of go along with my creepy story. It looks like a skull to me, and kind of a crystal skull. There are crystals inside. Super creepy, but I think I found a crystal skull. So, what should I name this crystal skull? Should I give it a name? What do you think? A little bit, since the lights are out where I'm at, I can hear the workers out there. But, so yeah, I got a crystal skull. It's not a rock, it's a crystal skull, Eric. Oh. You can see the crystals inside the eye space in the mouth. Oh my gosh, it's so scary looking. I still get creeped out like every time I look at it. So, whew. So if you find me like petting my crystal skull like this, you know, it's just to creep you out a little bit. So yeah, be careful driving, especially with big white trucks out there that you know, feel like they have something to prove. Always follow your intuition. And I thought for sure that my phone would die before this video was over with, so I'm going to finish it off. But wait, maybe I'll draw a few cards for the collective to see what energies we've got going on here. Yeah, it's Saturday night with no electricity where I'm at here in Eugene, Oregon. Somebody ran into our electric pole, and apparently one of the cars caught on fire. Yeah. And yeah, we're experiencing like some extreme temperatures tomorrow, Sunday, so be prepared for that. Hopefully we'll have electricity before. Oh, okay. The Ace of Cups. Somebody knows what they want. Well, that's good for a change. We've got the Seven of Cups. Ooh, somebody has choices, but there's that one cup that they want. But they sure have options available, don't they? What's so special about that one cup? Oh, the Three of Swords. Are you recuperating from a broken heart? You think that one cup is gonna make everything okay? Oh, and it looks like the Chariot. Are you going after? You better go after. Yeah, you better go after that cup then. Don't dilly-dally. Listen to that intuition. Five of Wands. Yeah, might be distracted by a bunch of conflict. But you know, conflict is all in our head. If you pay attention to all that conflict all the time, I mean, we probably wouldn't go after anything that we want if we listened to everyone and all of the rules and all the regulations. And I mean, yeah, ignore all that and go after your cup. It's all just, you know, the Five of Wands, just a bunch of people creating a mess so they have something to do. So, next card out. Oh, the Page of Pentacles. Well, if you only have a Page of Pentacles right now, that's better than nothing, okay? I think my phone is gonna die now, and so I'm gonna draw one more, and that is the Page of Swords. So if you go in with the Page of Pentacles, you might get met with the Page of Swords. You see this cute little Page of Swords? I love that. I love this card because it's got an owl on it. Okay, You guys have a great night. Bye.